Hello and welcome to another segment of the Akashic Conversations. My name's Corinne and I am your co-host, and I am a soul healer and guide, an Akashic graduate and a mentee, and I am joined today by the legendary Valentina Matthias, who is an international Akashic elder, master healer. She's part of the royal lineage of Akashic guardians. And in today's Akashic Conversation segment, we're going to be talking about the new community, the Sacred Akashic Healing Arts community that Valentina is launching this very week. So it's hot off the press, basically.
Yeah, hot off the press, all right.
Welcome, Valentina.
Thank you. It's so nice to be here. Hi, Corinne. Love your background, by the way. It's gorgeous
Thank you. Thank you.
and very much represents you. And hello to everyone out there. It's nice to be here with you. Nice to be bringing in the Akashic energy of our Akashic channel. And so we're going to talk about the community. So I'm in the process with some other amazing people in my inner circle, including Corinne, of setting up an Akashic online community. So yes, yeah, it's really super exciting. It's been a long-held dream of mine to actually have a really beautiful Akashic community being run online for people that are interested in the Akash, for my graduates, for people that are training with me. And the way it's actually worked out now that we're on the New Earth timeline is completely different from how I would have done it before. And so all the energy clearing and the manifesting is so important. I just wanted to share that because by the time for this situation, by the time it's dropped in and started happening, it's like, wow, I could never have imagined something so sacred and so beautiful. And it's based on sacred circles, like sacred temples. Which you have temple complexes everywhere around the world. And myself recently, I've been to Colombia in December last year to visit the elders up in the Sierra Nevada mountains. And the mamas and the zagas. And the temple complex there where we were on the property we were staying on, there were temples, circular temples, mud brick ones, traditional ones. So there would be a sacred woman's temple, a sacred men's temple, and other ones were there as well that we could go into for different ceremony. And at other times you would hike around the mountain and there would be a temple in the middle of nowhere. So it's like
Beautiful.
amazing, Anyway, the community is set up like that. Like you arrive at the temple, and you have a welcoming circle to go into and find out how to navigate. And then after that, oh my goodness, there's all these beautiful circles and temples for you to explore and receive energy and contribute, comment and interact with people as well. So you get to be welcomed to a whole Akashic community, not just by me, but by other people in my, Akashic tribe that have all trained with me and love the process and feel aligned and are really passionate about their own personal missions in the new earth energy. So everything they're sharing is in full authenticity and integrity of who they are and what they bring to the world, as well as being held in this container of the Sacred Akashic Healing Arts. Like it's just beautiful. The women and the men that you will meet in there and that will be connecting with you both as part of the general community and as custodians of these sacred temples are just like off the charts amazing. Like for me to see these friends and colleagues step up and come into their mastery as part of being the face and the custodian of these temples. It's just like each time a welcome video goes up in this creation process, I'm like, wow, this energy is so pure and so in alignment with who this particular person is. Uh, so it's pretty cool. I'm in there, of course, too. Being, being the head honcho, I had to record 6 videos. You guys have got it easy. You only have to do one video.
I
So,
know. I know, and it
yeah,
happens obviously, like you say, Valentina.
Corinne's in there.
I'm in there. This has been a dream of yours for a long time, and as
Yeah,
you've traversed into the new Earth energies, it's just really dropped in, and then it's really
yeah,
really quickly. And it was only
yeah,
last week that you asked me to be a custodian of one of these circles.
yeah,
And I was thinking, ooh, trees. And you was thinking
yeah,
trees, and you asked me to be a custodian of the
yeah.
tree lineage.
Sacred tree lineage. Of course, perfect. Of course, everyone out here can see that.
Perfect.
And speaking of only asking you last week, this is how the New Earth energies work. Like I've been working on it with my admin assistant Dora, the co-creator and chair leader. You'll meet her in the community. Uh, uh, for quite some time, we've been clearing energy and looking at different platforms since November last year.
Yeah.
So that's like 4 months ago, and just being really patient and allowing and allowing and allowing. And then all of a sudden, she found the right platform. I found this platform called Circle, and it's so in alignment with sacred circles and sacred temples and the symbology, some of the symbols that we use in the Akash. I was like, oh, great. So, and then that all started to happen. And then my Akashic guides, it was like, bang, we need this up by new moon in April. Go. It's like, go. Been at the starting line with a racing car. Go.
Well, you
And so I
definitely went.
messaged my sacred people, my team, last week, and you'll see it when you get in there. You'll be like, wow, that was created in a week. This speaks to the level of how sacred the Sacred Akashic Healing Arts teachings and energy is, and how aligned in so these people want to be there. Their energy is incredible and high vibrational and clear, so they have the power to be able to step up and say, okay, you're asking me to do something very quickly. I'm a busy person, but where's my roadmap? Let's go.
Yeah.
So that's incredible that we'll go through them soon. There's at least 6, maybe more. And it also speaks to the new earth energy that people can feel it. I'm not a pushy person. I'm not like, you have to do this. You have to pay me back for how good I've been to you over the years. It's not like that at all. It's just, this is what's happening. Does it feel aligned for you? I would love to represent your mastery in the group. Um, and
Oh,
boom, bob, boom. Yeah.
yeah, it's an absolute honor, Valentina, and I know everyone feels like that that's been asked to be a part of it,
Yeah.
and it's a
It's
no-brainer.
great for
Yeah,
me too, to
amazing.
have that coming back. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, it's astounding. Like a couple of the people that I messaged were like, oh my God, I have not even told anyone. I've just come to that realization about myself that this is my mission in life. I have not told a soul. And then as soon as I realized it, I haven't even been able to speak it out loud. You message me and say, would you like to run this sacred temple? So it's that kind of alignment where it's like, okay, I'm on my mission.
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you want
yeah.
to know what some of the temples are? Well, you
100,
know what they are.
yes,
Yeah.
100%. I'd love you to share with the audience what these sacred temple circles are.
Okay, just give me a minute and I'll open
Oh,
my Circle Communities app because it's run, as I said, on the Circle uh, platform. Okay, and then I can go through it in a cohesive manner. So, first of all, the welcoming, it's more like the welcoming circles first. and that's under the connection spirals heading. When you're in the group, there's, the welcoming temple where you'll learn about how to navigate the group, and I'll welcome you and Dora will welcome you. There's the Saha Pulse, so that's like a newsletter where we'll post things up that are coming up and interesting information. There's the sharing circle. I think that's obvious. That's the sacred sharing circle where we all share who we are and whatever we feel to share. And then we move to the central temple in the temple complex. And in the central temple, these are 3 offerings, and we'll add more as we feel to, of us giving to the community. So you get these as part of your subscription. Myself and some of my leaders will be running Akashic meditation for you. So I'll be doing that every fortnight, and others will step in and do them in alternate weeks and alternate time zones.
Yeah.
And they are just incredible. Like if you need deep soul healing relaxation, would join just for that. And of course, for the graduates, that's where you get to go into the Akash and just do your Akashic art process if you want to. And the light body activations are in the central temple, and we've talked about those in a video here. So I run those. I do sunrise light body activations for the community every new moon to full moon following the natural cycles of life.
And
Yeah.
it's worth it just for that alone, I have to say. So we'll definitely link the video
Yeah.
again about the
Yes.
light body. So the audience, if they haven't seen that yet, please do check that video.
Yeah. Yeah. They will get you ship shape and on your path, and in no time,
Yeah.
or just
It
in
creates that
time,
bridge.
probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
creates
creates
that
that
bridge
bridge.
to the new earth.
Um, yeah. And then the next one in the Central Temple is Akashic Soul Gazing, which is a very advanced Akashic technique that I teach my mentees. So one of my graduate mentees, Kiara, specializes in that. She just does it all the time. It's like, how there's different techniques, do different arts in a teaching, and there'll be one that's like, that's me. That is me. So that's like her temple, and she will be gifting that to the community as she feels to. So yeah, that's that temple of all these beautiful gifts for you. And then the next temple area is the learning circles. And this is where we've got you running the sacred tree lineages.
Yeah,
So people will come in and see a welcome video from you.
we will.
Um, and you've already done some. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, for
Or
sure. Well, I'll
yeah,
talk about the first video, which is really about us connecting back to our native trees in wherever we live. It's about remembering our connection to the sacred tree lineages, so we can remember our connection to our ancestors as well, because they're intimately linked. So in the first video, I actually welcome the members to look into what is their native tree. So in the UK, in England, where I am, it's the oak tree. And also, what I'm going to do from that, as I invite them to share with me what their native tree is, we're going to create a map of these sacred trees all over the globe, so we can
exciting.
really birth the consciousness of the tree lineages back into humanity and start to connect to them. So
Mhm.
that's where we start, and we're going to go on a journey with our trees and connect it to the mythology and the folklore, which in there is keys and codes of our ancestry. So we're going to awaken our roots through the sacred tree lineages as well. So yeah, it's going to be
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
So yeah, and also to add, from connecting to our sacred tree lineages, it really helps us to root in to our bodies and to root into the earth and create that stability
Mhm.
inside us. There's so much healing, awakening, and activation that comes when we connect back to the ancient tree beings and to the wisdom that is held within the trees, and they're waiting to share that with us. But we really have to show up correct. We've really got to respect and honor and create that matrix of integrity with our trees. So it's going to be just such a beautiful journey that we go on together to reconnect
Yeah.
and root back in to our bodies.
Mm, yeah, I feel it. And so important. It really is what my Akashic family has asked to go to be activated this year is the ancient tree lineages. So I'm just, it's like I'm tingling and rooting all while you're speaking down my legs and into the earth. So yeah, so good, so healing, so needed. It's just it's now.
It's now.
You're correct.
Ah.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing. That really gives people an idea of the quality, and every circle's different. Like
Yeah.
that's like you just have to see what's in the others. Pardon me, the light seal is the custodian. The priestess there is Dora, and that one is all about sacred commands for protection and clearing and looking after your energy. It's about healthy boundaries, spiritual hygiene, keeping yourself very clear. So that's a very good learning circle to be in if you feel like a bit vulnerable in some ways with your personal and spiritual and soulful energy. And the next one is called Elemental Earth. And that one is run by Richard. And he will be teaching the basics around the five elements and the teachings of the elders from Colombia. And of course, we'll be bringing in elders' teachings and elemental teachings in there and in other forms as well. But Richard is the holding the divine masculine in our temple community at the moment, the only one so far. So other men are in, but just community. So he's holding that as one of our temple custodians. And then the next one is sacred songs. Oh my God. I'm so excited about sacred songs. So Imari and Osa will be leading that, and they will be bringing through sacred songs. Imari's already gone into the Akash and channeled through a welcome to Saha sacred song. I think it was there when I woke up this morning, and I've listened to it like 3 times in bed, just like, wow, this is so beautiful to be earthed and grounded and welcomed into community. And there'll be more things what they choose to post there. And of course, you can post things too. And there'll actually be in time. Osa will be leading and Imari helping. They'll be running a sacred singing circle so we can gather and sing sacred songs. And then the next one is light code upgrades. So Bronwyn is running that. And she specializes in upgrading people's light codes. She does do a lot of light language, but she just does a lot of coding and work. She's a very expansive, multidimensional galactic being. Those light code upgrades are incredible. You haven't been with her in class, Corinne, because she's come on as a teacher, an apprentice teacher with me this year, but she's been doing it for the classes and wow, they love it so much. So she'll be doing that for the community. The next, the next temple grouping is the Saha Training Temple. So that's where we list the trainings and the immersions and the retreats that are coming up. And there's also, I will put in there, I'm in creation mode for a beautiful digital offering at the moment in regards to the Akash, and there's a beautiful angelic energy coming through too. So when that's fully curated, I'll post that in there for people. And then the next temple grouping is the Saha graduate gatherings. And at the moment, that's where the level 1, level 2, and the mastery gatherings are, for the mastery courses like the shadow dream weaving. That's where we'll meet and talk, and you can ask questions of me, and other teachers can run them as well besides myself, other, Saha teachers, and we'll practice and have the group energy. So I'm really excited about that. Really, all of it I'm excited about, but I've wanted like a temple space, a regular temple space. We've been doing it ad hoc for years. So now there's a regular temple space for it. I'm really, really pleased about that. And graduates might post in there in the graduate gathering space that, they're doing a catch up in their area. Are there any graduates in my area or something like that? And then the final temple there is Akashic offerings. And that's where you can meet the practitioners, the Saha certified practitioners. And there'll be links to their websites, or you might just create, a conversation, a bond with them by messaging them within the community.
Yeah.
So,
Beautiful.
I mean, it's a lot. That's
It's,
all come together in 2 weeks.
yeah, it's
I mean,
absolutely incredible.
all the energy was cleared first,
Yeah,
but then, okay, this is it. Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely there's so much for people to explore and dive into in all of those
Yeah.
sacred circles, and they all link together. Um,
Yeah. And there'll be more too, it will go up. Some might close, others might open,
yeah,
we just go with the energy. I have a few other great ones in mind too, but they you know, haven't actually coalesced yet. So that's another update down the line.
okay, so you talk about having some different levels in this community. Do you want to just talk a little bit to
Oh
that
yeah.
level?
Yeah. So there will be coming other tiers or levels, and Dora and I haven't quite channeled through the exact energy for it yet. Because as I keep reiterating, because I feel like it's a good teaching moment as well, clearing energy, no matter how long it takes, is so important before you take action.
Yeah.
So we haven't quite channeled through what it is, but I'm thinking probably the next tier will be for the level 1 graduates, and then a tier for the level 2 graduates, and then a tier for the teachers, and the mastery courses. Yeah, it will be in there with the level 1s, because you have to done level 1 to do the Akashic, the Saha mastery courses. So it hasn't really channeled through yet, to be honest, Corinne, and I really um, it's so important to wait for and honor the energy, and then act. But it's coming, and uh, it it could be that level 2 has some more, the other tiers. It might not be run as graduate things. It might be that graduate levels. It might be that the other tiers have more advanced teachings and more advanced, more in-depth offerings for people. That's an option as well. We're just kind of I feel like the energy of the community will speak to both of us, and especially to me, because I already go into the Akash regularly to connect with the Saha consciousness, as the sort of the overriding soul holding the energy of the community. And I feel like it will read everyone's energy and start to communicate to me about what's needed next. So,
Yeah,
yeah, stay tuned.
exactly,
I'll
exactly.
stay tuned as well.
Yes, exactly. As that comes in, we'll bring more information about it. So
Yeah.
how do people join the community?
Well, we can link here. At the moment, we're just registering via my website, and then Dora will reach out and invite you and set up the payment. The payment for the level that we've opened at the moment is $33 a month,
Amazing.
which, if you know the level of the type of healing that we do, it's nothing.
It's not.
Um, and then we'll update the link in the future when Dora and I have a chance to interface my website correctly with the circle community. It's just the priority, because all the energy dropped in very, very quickly.
Yeah,
The priority is just setting up the temples
yeah.
at the
Well,
moment as we speak.
sounds
Yeah,
easy enough to register on your website, and
yeah,
so like you say, we'll put
yeah,
a link in the description below and
yeah,
register and join us. It'd be
yeah.
Yeah.
come on in, come on into the temple complex, come and experience it and see if it feels aligned for you. And it's for everyone, but especially if you're interested in the Akash, because it is all, under the banner of the Saha teachings and energy. So yeah. But you
So,
don't, I mean, when I say it's for everyone, you don't have to be a graduate to come in. You can just come in and experience all these beautiful temples and experience Akashic meditations
yeah.
and
And
light body activations.
exactly.
And
You're
just,
going to get healing
yeah,
activations, information awakening. So much will come through from being a part of this community.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. And if you want, you can have notifications from the app on your phone. Like
yeah,
you can turn them on or off, toggle it on or off, on your phone and for your desktop too, I think. But anyway, you can toggle off each temple for what kind of notifications you want. So you can just have the ones from the ones you're liking. But I'm just mentioning that because you'll wake up if you're in a different time zone to a notification that I've posted a light body activation, and you'll be like,
yeah,
let me have a look. Have a look at the sunrise in Australia and read this beautiful channel of what's come through. So, and the same, like I said, I woke up this morning to Imari's sacred song.
yeah.
You'll
Great.
wake up to something from Korean or whichever the temples, all of them or some of them, whatever you're rocking in your world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and how nice to wake up to something so sacred. And that's
Yeah.
a good way for us to end, actually, just to remind people, we're going to link the light body activation video. I really recommend watching that. So just that alone is incredible to be a
Yeah.
part of.
It is.
You will be
Yeah.
part
It's
of the community.
beautiful, powerful. And it's a lot, it's simple. Like I've created a beautiful, simple architecture around it, but it's a lot to hold. The only reason I can do it is because I've been doing that myself for so many years. So, yeah,
Exactly.
it's high value, simple but high value.
Absolutely. Right,
Yeah.
well, that's it for today's Akashic conversation. Thank you,
Okay.
thank you, audience.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you, everyone. Yeah.
we'll see you
See
on the
you all
next
soon.
one. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Or in the community,
In the community.
in the temple. Yeah.